Okay, what do you think of when you think of a nurse? If you look over here, there's a small overview of what it is to be a nurse. Um, when I think of nurses, I usually think of doctors' offices. Growing up, I always hated going to the doctors and answering all their questions just for the doctor, well, answering the nurses' questions just for the doctor to come around and ask all the same questions again. And I'm sure some of you can relate. I've been a CNA for 4 years and I've worked in long-term care facilities for 3. I get to spend a lot of time around long-term care nurses and see what their day-to-day lives look like. So remember when I asked what you think of when you think of a nurse? Nurses can be found in lots of places other than just doctors' offices. They can be prisons, hospitals, long-term care facilities, which would be like a nursing home, or you could be a travel nurse, which is what I'm wanting to do. So I'm going to tell you about what it takes to become a travel nurse. First, you have to become a nurse. So according to the nursing career path, to become a BSN, get your bachelor's in science of nursing, it takes about 4 years. But nursing is a career where you can constantly further your education. If you want to get into the field faster, there's a program, the RN program, registered nurse, that takes about 2 years, which I am currently in the process of doing. First, to get into the nursing program, you have to take your TEAS test, which your TEAS test is just a basic information test to test the knowledge that you already have. After you've passed your TEAS test, you can apply for the nursing program. Once you've gotten into a nursing program, you must take the Illinois Council Leisure exam, like licensure exam. So there are multiple steps to becoming a RN. Now let's discuss what a travel nurse is, which is what I want to do. Steps to becoming a nurse, just gives you a little overview. And then here's a little information about what a travel nurse is, but I'm gonna also tell you some more. A travel nurse is a nurse that works for a staffing agency, and they don't just work at one facility. They can work in hospitals, they can work in prisons, they can work in long-term care, basically anywhere that's short-staffed and needs staffing. So long-term or travel nurses have flexible hours, and you can pick your shifts based on your preferences. Like if you want to work in a hospital or if you want to work in a long-term care facility, if you decide you want to work locally or you want to travel, those are all options. The salary of a travel nurse can vary from state to state based on your location. According to the Nurses World, the average estimated nursing salary for a travel nurse was around $100,000 a year. So travel nurses make a good salary. They get to actually travel the world while they're doing their job. So that's why I want to be a travel nurse. Now that you know what it takes to become a travel nurse, I can tell you, well, now you know what a travel nurse is, I can tell you what it takes to become a travel nurse. So to become a travel nurse, you must first become an RN, which we already talked about the steps of becoming an RN. Now, most travel nurses, travel agencies want you to have at least a year of experience before applying for a job through their agency. They usually want you to have clinical experience in a hospital. So it's recommended that you get an entry-level job at a hospital or anywhere of your liking just to get used to what you'll be doing. And then when you get your nursing license in a specific state, it usually is for that state. But when you're doing travel nursing, most of the states in the US are part of the Nursing Licensure Compact, which ensures that you'll be able to work from state to state with the license that you have. So it takes 2 years to become an RN, and then it takes 1 to 2 years of experience in a hospital or long-term care facility before you can apply for a staffing agency. And there are many different areas of nursing that you can go into. This is the one that I want to go into, but it's all about what fits best for you.